Fans of Coronation Street can expect high drama as a past character heads back to Weatherfield next week, stirring up fresh problems for Theo. The ITV soap will reintroduce a recognizable figure during the ongoing and troubling Theo Silverton plot. Theo, portrayed by James Cartwright, first appeared on the street last year as a romantic interest for Todd Grimshaw, played by Gareth Pierce. Their relationship developed rapidly, but it soon became clear that Theo was manipulative and abusive, attempting to control nearly every part of Todd's life over several months. His behavior ranged from forcing Todd to eat and psychologically manipulating him, to locking him in a room and cutting him off from friends and family, making the ordeal both persistent and deeply distressing. This week, though, Theo's true nature was exposed after he carried out a violent assault that left Todd badly injured and covered in bruises. In Wednesday's episode, which focused heavily on the abuse storyline, Todd reported everything to the police. Theo tried to flee, but was apprehended, questioned, and spent the night behind bars. New spoilers for the upcoming week reveal that someone from Theo's history will soon reappear. In the episode airing Wednesday, Theo emerges from his van after staying there overnight. Out of nowhere, his son Miles, played by Lewis William Magee, approaches him and is shocked by what he sees. Theo then begs Miles to talk to his mother, suggesting they try to rebuild their family. Viewers may recall that Miles was introduced last year alongside his sister Millie, portrayed by Caitlin Early. Theo shares custody of both children with his ex-wife Danielle, played by Natalie Anderson. Since Theo left the family home to be with Todd, both Miles and Millie have grown distant from him. At one point, Millie even lied about being pregnant in an effort to bring her father back into their lives. Miles was last seen in September 2025 after being arrested for attacking Billy Mayhew, portrayed by Daniel Brocklebank. In a later episode set in Corriedale, Billy was killed by Theo several months afterward. Speaking recently about the intense storyline and its special episode, Gareth Pierce explained that many survivors of domestic abuse shared their real-life experiences with the show. He added that incorporating those voices, especially through visual storytelling choices, helped highlight just how common stories like Todd's truly are. Coronation Street viewers believe they may have figured out who is set to die, following some revealing moments in recent episodes. Fans of the long-running ITV soap are convinced they've cracked the mystery surrounding an upcoming death teased earlier this year, when a flash forward hinted that one of several villains would meet a grim fate. The storyline has placed 5 troublemakers in the spotlight, leaving audiences guessing whether Carl Webster, played by Jonathan Howard, Theo Silverton, James Cartwright, Megan Walsh, Beth Nixon, Jodie Ramsey, Olivia Francis Brown, or Maggie Driscoll. Pauline McLynn will be the one written out in dramatic fashion over the coming weeks. However, during Sunday night's episode, tense scenes between Carl and Theo appeared to give away key clues. Carl, known for his manipulative nature, is aware that Theo was responsible for the death of Vicar Billy Mayhew, played by Daniel Brocklebank during the earlier crossover storyline. He has since been blackmailing Billy's daughter, Summer Harriet Bibby, who recently agreed to pay him a large sum to ensure Theo ends up behind bars. In the latest episode, Carl confronted Theo in the street shortly after it was revealed that Theo had been abusing his husband, Todd Grimshaw. Theo tried to mock Carl, suggesting he was attracted to him, but Carl quickly dismissed the idea and criticized Theo's violent behavior towards his partner. The confrontation escalated when Carl goaded Theo into attacking him on the spot. Theo responded with a chilling threat, warning that he would strike when Carl least expected it and ensure he wouldn't recover. The situation worsened when Theo snatched Carl's phone and smashed it, accusing him of interfering to help Todd. Although DC Kit Green intervened during the scuffle, Theo managed to talk his way out and walk free. Following these scenes, fans are now convinced that Carl could be the one facing death, especially after provoking someone as dangerous as Theo. It's also been pointed out that Carl played a role in the Corriedale crash that ultimately led to Billy's death, even though Theo left him to die. Taking to social media, viewers shared mixed opinions. Some argued that Carl's growing list of enemies makes him the most likely victim, suggesting his death would serve as fitting karma. Others believe Theo should instead face prison for his actions, while Carl's demise would reflect the consequences of his past misdeeds. Speculation about Carl's fate isn't new. Some fans have previously predicted that Theo could end up killing him, with rumors even suggesting his exit could happen very soon. Still, not everyone agrees. A number of viewers think Megan could be the one to die following her recent storyline twist, while others suspect Maggie might meet a tragic end, possibly during a final clash with Megan. Coronation Street is set to introduce a significant twist in the ongoing storyline involving Will Driscoll and Megan Walsh, with fresh developments arriving on ITVX tonight. The latest chapter of the drama leaves the Driscoll family deeply frustrated as events take an unexpected turn. Viewers are already aware that Megan Walsh, played by Beth Nixon, has been manipulating her student Will Driscoll, with her inappropriate behavior first exposed last month thanks to Sam Blakeman's intervention. Although Megan was arrested and taken in for police questioning, she has not yet faced formal charges, leaving the situation unresolved and tense. Both the authorities and the Driscoll family have struggled to gather solid proof against Megan, largely because Will continues to insist that nothing inappropriate ever took place between them. In tonight's episode, Kit informs Ben, Eva, and Maggie that the Crown Prosecution Service is likely to abandon the case due to insufficient evidence, a revelation that leaves the family disheartened and angry. After overhearing this update, Will secretly meets Megan and shares the news that the investigation could soon be dropped. While Megan appears visibly relieved, Will expresses excitement about their future plans, including the idea of the two of them escaping together to Paris. Megan reassures him that she has already arranged their travel, strengthening his belief that they are about to start a new life. As a romantic gesture, Will presents her with a copy of The Lover's Guide to Paris, symbolizing his hopes for their upcoming trip. Although Megan initially seems touched by the thoughtful gift, her true feelings quickly become clear. The moment Will leaves, she casually throws the book into a nearby bin, raising serious doubts about her intentions. This action hints that Megan may not be planning to include Will in her escape after all, suggesting a more calculated and self-serving motive behind her behavior. Looking ahead, early spoilers for next week reveal that the Driscoll family will be forced to rethink their strategy as they continue their efforts to bring Megan to justice. Eva is set to join forces with Leanne and Toya Battersby, leading to a tense and ultimately violent confrontation with Megan that could change everything. Coronation Street continues to air on weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available for streaming on ITVX.